tried to start this a bunch of times, and every time I screw up the beginning, but that's fine. My name is Korvo. This is my first time trying to do a Let's Play type thing. I am playing Cyan Uta. I have never played this game before. I know that it is a very graphic game. It is a very violent game. Also, this is the Steam version, and the Steam version is apparently censored. I'm pretty sure it's like the sexual content that's been censored, but yeah. I'm going to press start, and we're going to start this. This story is a work of fiction. Procedures and conditions described herein are imaginary, do not reflect actual medical practice. Oh god, it's loud. It's so loud. I need to quiet that down. Okay. The wriggling mass of flesh burbles. Indeed it does. Three such creatures sit around the table in front of me, slurping filthy sludge from their cups as they trade whines, growls, and sounds that I cannot describe. You just described them. By listening carefully, I am able to grasp the gist of their conversation and respond when it is required of me. This is necessary to avoid arousing their suspicion. However, these creatures look... they are my friends, apparently. I wish that I could still deny it, but I gave up on that a long time ago. Night after night, I went to sleep praying for an end to this nightmare, only to wake each morning to the same twisted hellscape as the day before. I know now that I have to blend in, that I have to act like one of them. Such has been my life these past 3 months, and so it will remain until the day I die. Well, that's unfortunate. I mean, at the very least you're not lonely. Judging by its tone, this one must be Koji, and the one next to him, squealing more than the others, is probably Omi. Which means that the one next to me is Yo, though I can no longer see any trace of her once attractive features. I try my best to ignore the rotten stench of excrement that issues from her quivering flesh. I like the little leaf graphic. Everything has changed, or almost everything. By some cruel trick of fate, my relationship to this world alone remains the same, as if an insane architect took the blueprints of my life and rebuilt it out of blood and gore. These monsters and I were part of the same college club. We sped together, ate together, we even went skiing together every winter break. Now these are but painful memories of days that will never return. If only no one recognized me, I might have been able to disconnect myself from the world. It would have been comforting in comparison to believe that I had been abducted by aliens or that I had stumbled through a gateway to hell. But no, this is beyond a doubt the city where I was born and raised, the society that I was part of for 20 years. That, save that I and I alone can no longer see it that way. The world as I knew it is gone. I have no place to call home. That's a pretty grim start. Anyway, I can tell that whatever they're discussing is of no importance to me. I decide to keep quiet while pretending to listen. But just then, one of the flesh feet says as it swivels its bloodshot eyes towards me. Oh yeah, I think that there's voice acting. Yes, there's Japanese voice acting. I try desperately to suppress my loathing and behave normally, but my hoarse voice ruins the attempt. A slimy hole near the top of the creature writhes nauseatingly as it vomits some semblance of words. That must be Koji's face, or what I would have seen as such 3 months ago. Unable to stomach the sight of it, I avert my eyes and give a neutral answer. I'm sorry, I say things weird. I don't know if I should voice act the voice acting. I don't know. I have other plans. Not really. These were my closest companions. One of them had even wished to be more. How many nights have I spent crying in loneliness, lamenting the friends who no longer exist? It feels symbolic somehow. In 3 months my tears ran dry, and now there is only loathing left in me. Surrounded by hideous creatures that I can only assume are Koji, Omi, and Yo, I spend each day trying to act as I always have. If I fail at this, I'll surely be sent back to the hospital. Only this time I'll be locked away forever. No matter what, I won't let that happen. It's not like physical activity could affect your injuries, right? That's the doctor during my checkup. That's it. I can't look at them or bear their screeching any longer. I jump to my feet, desperate to escape. A spray of stringy slime from the cilia around its voice box flies at me. I try to cover myself, but it's too late to keep the slime from splattering across my face like the yolk of a rotten egg. I'm about to lose it. I want to grab a chair, a desk, anything within reach, and use it to smash the life out of this creature, ending it all. I barely suppress the impulse. I wonder how real this is. I mustn't let on that something is wrong. However they look at me, this is their world. I'm the outsider here. Said today's my checkup, I've gotta go. Struggling to put on a smile, I reach into my wallet, pull out the first bill I find, and put it on the table without even looking at it. I don't care about the change, I just need to get out of here now. Later, I mutter hastily and flee the cafeteria. I'm not crazy. Is this gonna be the discussion?
Why
don't we go somewhere we can skate for this year's ski trip? Tsukuba Yo frowns at the suggestion.
スケート？わざわざスキー場にまで行ってスケート？
勘弁してやってくれよ、つくば。こいつ今そっちにハマってんだ。
Scuba? Tono Koji supports Omi with a laugh. Her impromptu suggestions are nothing new. It's Ko's role as her boyfriend to provide backup. I'm just making sure that the music is still going, because I had to turn it down, because it was very loud. They're a good match for each other, Yo thinks. Sometimes it makes her jealous.
なんせオウミってさ、この前この年になって初めてスケートやったんだ。
何よ。スケートしたことなかったのがそんなに不思議？20
歳になって初体験ってのは興味そうそういないんじゃないかな。
子供の頃はなんとなく怖かったのよ。あの靴、なんだか刃物みたいでさ。でも、いきなりやって滑れたの？おみちゃん、すごくない？
容量はスキーとそう変わるもんじゃないからな。重心を前に出して靴の前のヘリでコントロールする感覚とか。
コウジにそう言われたもんだからさ、騙されたと思ってやってみたわけよ。そうしたらもう楽しくって。
So it was a date. Yo feels a stab of envy. Koji and Omi enjoy their time together as normal lovers do. That's certainly not something that should make her jealous, it's just that her luck in love has been bad.
私も見てみたいな。おみちゃんがスケートやるところ。
So I know that this is, I guess, technically an erotic visual novel, but the art makes it hard to tell sometimes, but the way she has been drawn kind of makes it obvious. She is either wearing the least supportive bra in the world, or this is an erotic visual novel. Yo keeps her voice upbeat, trying to cover up her disquiet. She knows that it's wrong to envy her friends. She too would be spending time with the man she admires, if not for the terrible tragedy that befell him. His is true misfortune. Her bad luck doesn't begin to compare.
だからさ、ね、今度のスキー旅行、ついでにスケート旅行にしちゃえば2倍美味しく楽しいってわけよ。
She's drawn relatively normally.
でもさ、スケートはスケートリンクに行けばできるじゃない。わざわざスキー場に行ってまでやる？だから屋内じゃなくてさ、屋外スケート、凍った湖とかで滑れるところ。そんな都合のいいとこあるかな。なんだかすっごく混んでそう。
While speaking, Yo sneaks a glance sideways. Wow, I just backwards. Yo sneaks a sideways glance at the young man sitting next to her. Although the conversation has involved only 3 people so far, there are in fact 2 couples in the cafeteria. Yo's boyfriend, though there's still some doubt over whether he could be called that, is beside her, as silent and expressionless as a statue.
なあ、ふみのり。お前はどう思う？
What a hunch! Perhaps Koji sensed Yo's pain in his usual quiet and considerate way. Oh, this is... okay, yeah.
どうって。
The cause of Yo's distress, Sakisaka Fuminori, responds to Koji's sudden query with a vague, mumbled question of his own.
いや、だからさ、今年の冬のスキーだよ。お前も行くよな。
Koji speaks gingerly, as though probing a tumor. A few months ago, he would not have hesitated to rebuke Fuminori for his attitude. Their long acquaintance had forged a strong and honest friendship, but
わ
now...
からない。
Fuminori responds bluntly, his downcast eyes and sullen demeanor making it clear that he has no desire to break his silence.
何か他の予定でもあるのか？
いや、別に。
Even Koji, Fuminori's best friend, could not communicate with him as before. What hope does Yo have of breaking through his shell? The scars left by the events of the late summer days are still deep all these months later. Each one of the 4 beasts... Each one of the 4 bears them, not only Fuminori.
なあ、別に運動するのが傷に触るとかそういうわけでもないんだろ？
どうだろうな。今日の診療で先生に聞いてみる。
As though that answer had drained the last of his patience, Fuminori bolts out of his chair.
おい、ふみのり。
Even Koji can't keep his voice from rising as he tries to stop Fuminori from leaving. Fuminori, wow, I suck at reading. Fuminori reacts swiftly, throwing his hand over his face as though to shield himself from something terrifying. Maybe some spit flew inadvertently from Koji's mouth, but that happens sometimes. Fuminori's reaction is beyond the pale.
だから今日も診療なんだ。もう時間だから。
Fuminori snaps, making no attempt to relieve the discomfort of his friends. Even as he tosses money on the table to pay for his coffee, he acts like he's touching something filthy.
それじゃ
This is enlightening. Fuminori stalks out of the cafeteria almost as if he's running late. Running late or running away? I should read better. Cloaked in heavy silence, the remaining three lower their gaze at the table where the abandoned 10,000 yen bill sways forlornly. Fuminori's coffee is untouched.
やってられないわね。
Ome says with a sigh, but Koji shakes his head reproachfully.
文則にはもう少し時間が必要なんだと思う。
Oh, if only you knew.
だってもう3ヶ月よ。なんなのよあれ。付き合ってるこっちが変になりそうよ。
俺だってわからない。わかるはずもないと思う。お前だって想像つくか？あんなひどい形で家族全員を奪われて平気でいられるわけないよ。
It could have happened to anyone. A tractor trailer flipped over on the highway, crushing the Sakisaka family car into twisted scrap. They said it had been difficult to tell the bodies of Fuminori's parents apart. For a while it had looked as if there was no hope for Fuminori either. It was nothing short of a miracle that he was able to leave the hospital and return to a normal life.
見舞いに行った時なんてもっとひどかったじゃないか。誰が誰かもわからずに怯えて暴れてベッドに縛り付けられて、今はよくあそこまで立ち直ってくれたと思う。
それにしたって変よ咲坂くん。私たちのこと見る目つき、あれ何なの？まるでこ。
よせ、オミ。
Koji says forcefully, probably less out of empathy for his friend than out of consideration for Yo. While Koji's kindness makes her happy, Yo also knows that she mustn't take advantage of it. Fuminori is the victim, just as Koji said. He's the one who deserves sympathy. He's the one who most deserves sympathy. Yo's feelings for Fuminori are her problem and no one else's. She doesn't blame Fuminori for not giving her an answer after she worked up the courage to ask him out. Oh, was it after the accident? In fact, she thinks even more fondly of him for taking the time to consider than she would have had he treated their relationship casually. Apparently, the fact that Fuminori did not reject her was enough to make them a couple in Koji and Omi's eyes. They've had plenty of fun at Yo and Fuminori's expense since. The truth of it, though, is that he still hasn't given her an answer. After revealing her feelings to him, Yo didn't see Fuminori again until a week later, and then she could only stare at his broken body through the window of the ICU. Oh, okay, so it was before the accident, and then... yeah, that's inconvenient timing. And when he was finally released after 50 days, it seemed an eternity, he was somehow different. She's starting to doubt that he even remembers what she confessed to him before the accident. Now winter is coming and her feelings hang forgotten in the cold, lonely air. Girl, you should move on! I feel like I should save and stop and make sure that everything is okay here, so... I don't know what to do. How do I... okay, save? Quick save? Quick save. Is that an actual save, though? Open menu. Haha. Save? How do I save? Ah. No. Okay, I think I saved. So I'm gonna end this here. Excuse me being a mess. But thank you for watching.